Hi, I'm Joey Taylor. Learning music is one thing, learning through music is another. Music and memory, culture, and the classroom come together this week as Global Village heads back to school, with stories from Zanzibar to El Salvador and lessons from Ravi Shankar to Ella Jenkins. Join me Saturday night at 6:30, 7:30 Atlantic, 8 in Newfoundland on CBC Radio 2.
You're listening to CBC Radio 1, 88.5 in Montreal.
Hello everyone, this is Christian Gagnon and I teach wonderful class 101 at École Secondaire Ozias-le-Duc. Today my student and I are embarking on an amazing experience that producing a radio show. You're listening to Daybreak on CBC Radio 1 at 88.5 FM. We're on the air weekday morning from 5:30 to 8:30 a.m. Today we have a very special program for you. Right now we are at campsite along the banks of Piribonka River, 250 kilometers north of Alma, at the 50 parallel. Enjoy the show!
Hello there, I'm Mike Finnerty, and I'm glad to be handing over the mic and controls to you today to produce your own version of Daybreak, your CBC Montreal morning show. You get to play all the roles today. Producer, assistant producer, sound effects technician, control room technician, newsreader, host, reporter, and columnist. So have a ball, you're in charge, and don't forget Daybreak weekday mornings from 5:30 to 8:30 on CBC Radio 1 in Montreal.
Thanks, Mike. Hello, everyone. This is Tristan.
And Ariane. Today we are co-hosting a brand new show called Daybreak Up the North because
we're in the middle of the forest along the banks of the Piribonka River. As our teacher just mentioned, hello, campers. It's pretty relaxing to be here today, isn't it?
Yes! So pull up a lot. We have a great show for you today.
Among the other topics, we'll be discussing the 2012 London Olympics.
We will learn more about biotop container and invention that will revolution urban garden.
We'll also talk to Découverte host Charles Tisser, who will give us a few tips for surviving in the woods.
Books, and nothing books. We will speak to our colleague Audrey.
And Jeffrey, our sports reporter, tells us how to bike safely in the city. Before heading off on an adventure like we've done, you need to get the latest weather forecast. On the line, now's the weather reporter who's back at the studio in downtown Montreal. Hello!
Hello to the whole team. You're missing out on a perfect day here in Montreal. Luckily, the weather will be staying as nice as ever for the next couple of days. That said, a major low pressure zone is heading toward your campsite. You may get hit by a violent storm up there, north of the 15th parallel. There's even a chance of freezing rain. I suggest you run for cover.
Wow, thanks, Sophie André.
Based on your information, how much time do we have?
You know, weather forecasts aren't always dead on. Mother Nature can sometimes be unpredictable. I'd say it's a matter of minutes.
So let's get going.
What was that noise?
A huge lightning bolt just crashed. I think it is a tree.
It must have been really close.
It was very close indeed. Campers, were you scared?
Yes! Brace yourself, I think the rain is coming. During the program, we will hear many a strange noise. After all, we are out in the wood.
Let's now turn our attention to the city of London. We're talking about it today for a completely different reason. From July 27 to August 12, 2012, the United Kingdom will have the honor of hosting the Olympics for the third time. Our correspondent will obviously be following the story closely for us. So, Vincent, the world's top athletes will be squaring off in London?
That's right, Tristan. Hosting an event like this is a huge challenge. The UK organizing committee has been working for months preparing the Olympic Park site in East London. It contains a wide range of sports facilities, including the 80,000-seat Olympic Stadium, the Aquatic Center, the Velo Park, the Athletics Village, and the Media Centers. You can also visit the site if you want. 3 tour routes are available, where you can see how work is progressing. For those planning to visit London between now and July 2012, it's a must-do and very inexpensive activity. Still, you have to act fast. The Olympics are just around the corner.
So it's definitely a turn you won't want to miss if you are over in the UK. Thank you, Vincent.
For a number of years now, Canadians have been paying more attention to their diet and environment. To get from the farmer's field to our plates, food travels an average of 2,400 kilometers. Let's meet an environment reporter who will tell us about an alternative to this long journey. Hello.
Hi, Tristan. That's right. The food we eat travels several thousand kilometers, but now we have a made in Quebec alternative, the biotop container. This invention lets you grow fruits and vegetables on your roofs and balconies. It's more than just an ordinary window box. Biotop containers consist of a large receptacle that acts as a water reservoir and 2 growing trays. Each one contains vermiculite covered with a layer of super fertile compost. They also contain a type of fungus useful for repotting and mulch to retain moisture. The particular design of these containers allow the plants to develop 2 types of roots. The first type stays in the upper part to absorb minerals, while the second type grows down through the lattice to draw water from the reservoir. By being constantly supplied with water and nutrients, your plant can focus on growing and flourishing. That's all, Tristan.
Fascinating. Thank you. And for those who are interested, the organization holds an open house, even on the Maison de l'Aubert Riviere's roof each fall. Visit their website for more information at www.biotopcanada.com. There you go.
Each year we hear about adults or children getting lost in the woods. These type of story appear far too often in the news. But a lot of them could be avoided if people took a few simple precautions before going on a hike. We joined by our colleague Charles Serre from Télévision de Radio-Canada Découverte, who has a few tips for us. Hello, Charles.
Hello, my friends.
Tell us, Charles, what can we do to prepare ourselves before heading in the woods?
First, you should pick up a good topographical map of the area you plan to visit, and always make sure someone is aware of your final destination. If there's no one around, leave a note in your home, cottage, trailer, tent, or vehicle. Include the date of departure, the number of people with you, what direction you're heading, and the approximate time you plan to be back. Be aware of your limits and those of the people with you. And make sure you know how to use a compass too.
What's the best type of clothing to wear for a hike in the woods?
You should choose clothing and footwear to suit the terrain and weather conditions you're likely to encounter. Plus, always keep something to cover your head handy. If it's getting on in the day, you'll need to retain your body heat. Did you know that we lose most of our body heat through our heads? Keep in mind that the weather can turn on a dime at any moment.
Is it true that a garbage bag can save life?
Because they're compact and easy to carry, garbage bags are just the thing to protect both kids and adults from hypothermia. Simply make a hole for your head at the bottom of the bag. It will help you retain your body heat and stay dry in cold or wet conditions. Orange or yellow bags are the preferred choice because the search and rescue team will be able to see you better that way if you get lost in a dense forest. Lastly, make sure your co-hikers know how to use a garbage bag for protection as well.
And naturally, it's safer to have someone with you.
That's right, best use the buddy system. If possible, never go camping, hiking, cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, hunting, or fishing alone. Whether you're a child or an adult, it's much safer to have a buddy or buddies with you.
Is it true that you should hang your food up in the trees?
When camping, never keep food in your tent. Avoid preparing or eating your meals in or around your tent. Don't sleep in the clothes you wear to cook your meals, because clothing absorbs food odors. Store and carry your foods and garbage in sealable containers. Never bury your garbage because bears and other animals could easily dig it up, and it could be dangerous to anyone who visits the area after you leave. Hang bags of food, and your toothpaste too, in a tree where bears and other animals can't reach it, a good distance away from your tent.
Thank you very much for this, Charles. We hope our listener will heed your advice.
You're very welcome, and be safe out there.
Thanks to both of you. Getting lost in the woods must be a thoroughly whirling experience. We will now continue this special program with our reporter, Hello Mode. So, you are going to tell us about a place where you can get lost voluntarily and have fun doing it.
Yes, Ariane, you got it. This time from Mr. Fisher. Advice won't be much help. Instead, you'll need to rely on your wits and your brain. I'm talking about the Hangar 16 miles. It's a one-of-a-kind place in Quebec and an English original way to spend an afternoon. The Almas and being built inside the Hangar of Old Montreal. The ultimate goal is obviously to navigate the labyrinth of passage and find your way out. But it will require physical and even mental effort since the hallway will literally with a variety of obstacles. You will also have to solve riddle. The maze is open each year from May to November. If you like challenge, this is the place for you. Next week, we'll be back in your Montreal studio, of course. He'll give a rundown of the new sea show and the city art scenes. You'll see that musicals are still a big draw for Quebecers and that lots of great production will be coming from Halley in the next few months.
We are already looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Maud.
When you're away from home, even in the great outdoors, you can often still pick up radio. In fact, you can listen to CBC radio all across the country. Today, our comedy program reporter Cassandra is here to tell us about This Is That.
Yes, Tristan. This Is That is a Zany program aired on CBC Radio 1. It's the brainchild of its two hosts, Pat Kelly and Peter Oldring. They provide a satirical stand-up of public radio, covering all topics under the sun. A clip is worth 1,000 words. I'll let you have a listen.
I'm Peter Oldring. And I'm Pat Kelly. And today on This Is That. The naked truth. Why are men not welcome at a department store in Winnipeg?
If they want to go and fumble through aisles of robes and nightshirts, there's plenty of other department stores they can go to.
Moose in the Mist. Meet a man who lived with a family of moose for 4 months.
I basically slept with her, ate with her, foraged with her.
It'll huff, it'll puff, and it will blow you down. Say hello to Alberta's new wind.
This wind is particularly unique because this is one of the only winds on record that directionally is blowing straight down.
And tick-tock, tick-tock, tell me what you do. A new speaker series arrives in Vancouver.
Knowledge is important, and yet you need to strike a balance between knowledge and also just living the life that you have.
All this and more today on This Is That.
This Is That airs Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. and repeats on Saturdays at 11 a.m. Speaking of comedy, we have plenty of various shows available through our website with podcast technology at www.cbc.ca/radio. And now is our language capsule with Guy Bertrand, our linguistic consultant at CBC Radio in Montreal. Hello Guy, so what do you have for us today?
Have you ever heard of the DEP? DEP is short for dépanneur. In Quebec, the dépanneur is a convenience store. Dépanneur comes from the French verb dépanner, which means to help out. You know, when you think about it, you often go to the DEP for last-minute emergencies. Dépanneur is a Gallicism. That's what we call a French word appearing in another language. If you want to impress your teachers, tell them the DEP is a Gallicism.
Thanks, Guy. Your pointers are always very helpful. It's now time to talk about what's new on the literary scene with Audrey. So, my friend, I hear that the forest we're in right now directly inspired your report today.
I can't keep anything from you, Tristan. The forest is particularly breathtaking here north of the 50 parallel, but I shout at that after nightfall a place like can become a bit unsettling, so this week I chose to talk about books whose plot revolve around monsters that could very well lurk in a forest like this one.
It seems that type of novel have been pretty popular with young people of late.
True enough, some very talented Quebec authors have also written some outstanding works of fiction. One of them is Brian Perrault Desmarais is best known for his Amos de Dragon series for young readers. It spanned 12 books released between 2003 and 2006. Imagine they've been translation into 18 languages. Brian Perrault is currently working on a brand new
series called Werewolf. Its first 3 volumes have already charmed fantasy fiction buff as its name suggests. The series is about the very first werewolf who apparently made their appearance back in ancient times. So the story takes place in a very distant past. Yes, Tristan, but if you prefer more modern setting and you like werewolf story, may I suggest Vacances, Amour et Garou. It's a book written by Pierre Boileau for young people aged 9 to 12. I came out in February 2011.
The title suggests a love story. It will surely make for excellent reading. Thanks for these 2 recommendations, Audrey.
It's now time to talk about the environment. Does raising chickens in your backyard appeal to you? It's a possibility being examined in Quebec right now, but in Vancouver, BC, the law area allows people to own up to 4 egg-producing hens on their property. Invited people has more. Hello, Nicolas.
Hello, Tristan. Vancouver is aiming to become the world's greenest city. That's why it's allowed residents to run urban chicken coop since June 2010. It's even workshops for prospective chicken raisers. In 2 hours, they learn the basics of Operation Coop. Among other topics, the course though they are to recognize signs of listeners. Chickens' dietary need as well in Vancouver's by live regularly activity. For instance, the law prohibits people from owning a rooster or raisin chicken at a balcony. If you don't want problems with your orders, you need to clean your hen house daily. In winter, you also need to shovel the enclosure because chickens aren't full of snow.
So Vancouver residents can produce fresh eggs easily?
That's idea, but I can take a while sometimes. You may to wait 5 months before your hens start to lay eggs, but they usually keep going strong for about 2 years.
Thanks for the info. It's very interesting. It's now time for sport. Today we are discussing safety with our colleague, with our sport reporter, Jeffrey. Specifically, we are talking about an issue that affects a lot of young people.
Hi Ariane, and hello to all of your listeners. Today I'm going to talk about baking and music. As you know, it's pretty common to say amateur athletes work too well listening to their favorite music. It's probably a big motivating factor. But did you know that in Montreal, it's prohibited to ride a bike with earphones on? Violators usually receive a $2 fine. In fact, 300 tickets, 400 with 2010 for this infraction. That's because music can abuse the audio distract Christine and cause accident.
Would you say that bicycle safety is becoming a growing concern in Quebec?
Yes, indeed. In fact, similarly, measures have been adopted in another jurisdiction. For instance, in Sherbrooke, men are now mandatory for cycle 118. Also remember that cyclists have the same rights and obligation as motorists, such as stopping at red light, for instance. So be careful.
Thanks a lot. We will keep all that in mind.
Thank you very much, Jeffrey. Our listeners out there, and welcome to call us at 514-597-1234. We're taking your calls.
A tornado alert has been issued by Meteo Media. A category F0 tornado is approaching. Stop the broadcast of Daybreak up north. Take cover immediately. Your attention, please. The tornado has now passed. You may resume your normal activities. I repeat, the tornado has now passed. You may resume the broadcast of Daybreak up north.
Whoa! That was an extremely close encounter, wasn't it, campers?
Now it's time for our new segment with Archives reporter Sarah.
Hello Ariane. During the last program, I invited your listener to share the suggestion with us. Well, I received a special request from one of your devoted listeners, Mr. Bapul. He left his following voicemail message.
Hello to the old team. There haven't been any commercial on Radio de Radio-Canada since 1974. Could you please play a jingle from the 60s? I'd really love to hear one. It would be funny.
Well, for the benefit of all your listeners, we'll play not just one, but several. So where you go, Mr. Bapul, specially for you.
See the USA in your Chevrolet. America is asking you to call. Drive your Chevrolet through the USA. America's the greatest land of all. On a highway or a road along a levee, performance is sweeter, nothing can beat her. Life is completer in a Chevy. So make a date today to see the USA and see it in your Chevrolet.
Look sharp, feel sharp, be sharp and listen, mister. How are you fixed for blades?
Do you have plenty?
How are you fixed for blades?
You better check.
Please make sure you have enough, cause a worn out blade makes shaving mighty tough. How are you fixed for blades?
You better look.
Gillette blue blades we need.
Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola, things go better with Coca-Cola, things go better with Coke. Life is much more fun when you're refreshed, and Coke refreshes you best. It's the refreshing.
Brill cream, Brill cream, Brill cream, Brill cream, a little dabble do ya. Brill cream, you look so debonair. Brill cream, the gals will all pursue ya. They'll love to get their fingers in your hair. Brill cream, a little dabble do ya, or watch out, the gals will all pursue ya.
Get Brill Cream today.
Yes, that was a lot of fun. Unfortunately, we're almost out of time, and many listeners want to give us their comments. We'll only have time for one call. Hello.
Yes, hello, this is Justine. What an exciting show today. The campers were very lucky to be able to attend the tapping. I'd like to know if tree were scared into the lightning struck.
What do you say, campers?
We are not ready.
Afraid.
Ah, okay. Well, that's a relief also. I was worried that's the turn 100 people of the match. Your transmission equipment.
Thanks for your concern. I can assure you, everyone's fine, just fine. We were even able to finish the inter show. In the fact, it's wrapping up. It's wrapping up right now. Let's go around the table one last time, starting with our weather reporter.
This is Sophia Lee, the weather reporter. We're going to have some nice weather this weekend, so get out there and enjoy it.
This is Vincent, the correspondent from 2012 Olympics. I'll be there to report on Team Canada before during the game.
This is Charlie, the agriculture reporter. Bio-cup bins, perfect solution to grow fresh vegetables on our roof and balcony. Think about getting one.
This is Hugo, the reporter for Découverte. If you go hiking in the forest, be sure to follow the advice of your friend Charles.
This is Cassandra. This is that a must-listen program. Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. with a repeat on Saturdays at 11 a.m.
This is Audrey, the literary reporter. Next week, I tell you about the future plans of Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling.
This is Nicolas, the environment reporter. How are you against raising chickens in the city? That's why be our discussion to next week. We'll be talking to a vegetarian.
This is Jeffrey, the sport reporter. Remember to wear a helmet when you go biking. Michael, save your life.
This is Maud, the arts reporter. Visit our website for more detail about my suggestion for my afternoon outing.
This is Sarah, the archive reporter. There will be plenty of other comedy segments next week. You can count on it.
Thanks to all of you. In closing, we thought to ask Mike Finnerty and his team to tell us whether they liked our show today.
Thank you, Mike. That was definitely an enriching experience.
And there wouldn't be a show without our team in the control room. I'd like to thank our producer, our sound effects technician, our control room technician, and our assistant control room technician. Our thanks go out to the technical crew. This is Tristan.
And Ariane. We are the hosts for the show this morning. See you tomorrow.
You're listening to CBC Radio.